Hey guys, it's Darcy again. Wanted to talk to you again about normalizing mental health because right now that's a big thing for me. Hopefully saw my other two videos. I took a little bit of a break. My mental health was a little bit harder to deal with this last week, so I wanted to take it easy, give myself a break. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I really want to talk about self care. Um, and I know that it's brought up a lot, and I feel it's turned into kind of like a fluff subject, and it's not. It's really important that we all start taking care of ourselves, not just physically, but mentally. Um, I've pretty much well avoided the news this last year and a bit, just because it's so depressing, but I can't help but find on my Facebook feeds and stuff like that. It's really sad how mental health is running rampant right now. It's really sad, but I'm going to talk about that in another video. Um, really, I want to talk about who's at risk for mental health, guys. Um, Everyone is, okay? First off, there are people who are trained professionals making a lot of money, and they are um, not doing well as a community, mental health wise. And I don't understand why this is happening. I do realize that money has a lot to do with the reason why a lot of people can't get the mental health support that they need. But when it's affecting people who have the resources, the money in order to get the help, there's so many red flags going up there. Like that to me brings up stigma, that brings up just shame. And it doesn't need to be. Um, People are taking their own lives because they're so stressed out right now, and this doesn't need to be happening. So we're going to talk about self-care first off in this video because I really do think it's important. Guys, self-care is simple. It doesn't have to be a complex thing. You don't have to go spend money doing it, nothing like that, okay? Self care is simply just giving yourself that break you deserve, that time to just relax. It doesn't have to be for long, okay? I'm a parent of two. Like, I get that you don't get a lot of free time in the day, okay? If you're a student, you're doing a lot of studying and you don't have that free time. But it's something you have to make time for. It's something that you need to start instilling in yourself so that you can do it on a daily basis. Um, it can be something as simple as having a bath. It can be going to the gym if that's what you enjoy doing. It could be going for a walk. Now, if you're someone who deals with depression, um, going to the gym, going for a walk, those kind of things sound really big and unattainable at times. It doesn't have to be big. It could be painting your toes. It could be watching a comedy on TV. It could be reading a book. Um, Anything that gives you a little bit of time where you can just de-stress. Okay. I do strongly urge everyone to look into mindfulness and meditation. It has great benefits, and it can really help with the self-care. You can end up learning things that it becomes quicker to take care of yourself. You don't end up having to spend a half an hour trying to figure out a yoga pose or something, or calming your mind, which we're going to talk about that too. Um, but yeah, I really do want to stress that self-care is a huge thing. And I think a lot of people are under the impression that self-care is expensive. It's something where you have to go to a spa for, and it really doesn't. Self-care can even be just picking up a phone and talking to someone that you can rely on and that you trust and that won't judge you at that time. Um, for anybody who's dealing with like anxiety and depression, self-care, believe it or not, would be doing your cognitive behavioral therapy. It's being aware of what is triggering you, and being aware of what's making you stay in bed, what is making you run 10 kilometers when you don't need to, kind of thing. Like, you need to start looking at what it is that is causing the stresses in your life. And you're the only one who knows that. No one else knows that. So it's really about breaking it down and really starting to pay attention to yourself and learning, like, okay, I don't give myself a break. Like, I'm doing XYZ throughout the day and I myself don't get that break. Well, you have to be the one responsible for changing that. And there's a lot of times where you're going to make excuses and be like, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that. Well, right now, the best thing you can do for yourself is keep healthy. Like, that's what everybody in the media is telling us. So take care of your brain too. Don't forget to take care of your brain. Your mental health matters, okay? Everybody's mental health matters. That's why I need the stigma to just go away, because mental health can affect anyone. No one is immune to it. If you deal with stress, you're dealing with mental health. If you're dealing with anxiety, mental health. That doesn't mean you have to be diagnosed with these things. It just means that in some point in time in your life, chances are you or someone that you know is going to be dealing with a mental health issue. Okay? That's the reality of it. That is what the professionals are saying. So if that's the case, then if you can learn to take care of yourself, self-care, you can teach others to take care of themselves and have self-care. And everybody's version of self-care is going to be different depending on what you can afford, what you like to do. I don't like running. I don't like exercise. I'm not going to spend money and stress myself out about going to a gym that I ain't going to. So I'm going to find other things. Guess what? I like nature. I'm going to be heading outside, and even if I'm not going for a walk, I'm going to find somewhere where there's a tree and I'm going to sit by it. Even if it's only for 10 minutes. That's self-care. I'm taking that time to give myself a break. And I think it's something that we all really need to start practice doing, especially in these times where everybody's super stressed out and things are popping up that they never thought they had to deal with. Take care of your mind now so you don't have to worry about it later, okay? So self-care. I really want you guys to try and just concentrate on that. Whether you're mentally healthy or you're dealing with some kind of mental issue, crisis. Learn what makes you happy. Just that one small thing that you actually enjoy, and give yourself that time to enjoy it. Even if it's only for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Give yourself that little bit of time to enjoy it, okay? Self-care does also involve making sure that you're brushing your teeth. I know it sounds silly, but come on, adults, admit it. A lot of y'all forget to do this stuff when you're not feeling all that. Showering. We all do it, guys. We get lazy and we don't want to get out of bed. We don't shower. That is self-care. You have to make sure your hygiene is up. Because when your hygiene is up, chances are you're going to feel that a tiny bit better, okay? So self-care has to do with mental care. It has to do with physical care. It has to do with what you're putting in your body. I'm not saying don't eat junk food. I'm a junk food freak. But be aware of it. Know what you're putting in your body, okay? That's self-care. And when you can take care of yourself, the levels of stress and anxiety, naturally, they may not go down huge, but they're going to go down a bit. So that's one thing I think everyone needs to share this video, or just themselves. Share this with the people you love, okay? Tell them, you know what? How about you develop some self-care like routines? Like, let's figure something out. You seem really stressed out these days. What are you doing for self-care? Ask your friends. Ask your loved ones. Ask your neighbor that seems like he's in an asshole mood 24 hours a day when he used to be a really nice guy. Just ask. And if you think that they could benefit from just a little bit of self-care, talk to them about it, okay? Save them the money of having to go to a doctor to have them tell them this. Self-care. It's really important, guys, okay? So, I'm going to be filming like probably 10 episodes today, so you're going to see this a lot, hopefully outside, because I don't want to be inside anymore. But yeah, I did really want to touch on this, okay? So I really hope you guys have a great day, and I really hope you can share this video so we can normalize mental health. You guys have a great day.